Bradley Chubb just took a pay cut. Let that sink in. A guy who was locked in for a $21 million base salary in 2024 has agreed to restructure his deal, creating financial flexibility for the Miami Dolphins. But let's not be naive. This isn't just about saving money for the sake of saving money. NFL teams don't make moves in a vacuum. There's always a bigger picture, always another domino waiting to fall. So what is Miami up to? Chubb isn't some washed-up veteran hanging onto a roster spot. No, when he's healthy, he's an absolute game-wrecker. Look at his production last season. 68 tackles, 11 sacks. That's not just solid, it's borderline elite. Yet here we are, talking about how he's taking less money. But hold on, it's not really less, is it? Because there's a catch. He can still earn the full $21 million through incentives. That right there tells you everything. Chubb isn't just playing for Miami. He's betting on himself. He's saying, I know exactly what I can do, and I'm going to go out there and prove it. That's the mentality you want from a star edge rusher. But the fact that the Dolphins approached him about this restructure? That raises some questions. What's the front office planning? Miami has been methodical with its cap space, constantly reshuffling contracts, pushing money around, and making strategic moves. Just last offseason, they already restructured Chubb's deal to free up over $14 million. Now they're tweaking it again. This isn't just number crunching for fun. This is chess. They're setting up for something. Could it be a major move in free agency? A blockbuster trade? A surprise extension for another key player? The speculation is already running wild. And in Miami, where aggressive roster building has become the norm, anything is possible. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's another major decision looming, the NFL draft. And Miami, sitting at the 13th overall pick, has a chance to make a real statement. Charles Davis of CBS Sports just dropped his first mock draft of the season, and he has Miami using that number 13 pick on offensive lineman Armand Membu from Missouri. If you haven't been paying attention to Membu, now's the time to start. This dude is a problem. He's not your prototypical NFL tackle. At 6 feet 3 inches, he's a little shorter than the usual standard for the position. But does that actually matter? Some scouts think it does, others don't. What nobody questions is his talent. His footwork is ridiculous. His hands are strong and violent. He moves with the kind of agility that's rare for a lineman, and he brings a level of competitiveness that jumps off the tape. Miami's offensive line has been a topic of discussion for years. Injuries, inconsistencies, struggles in pass protection. It's been an issue. And if the Dolphins are serious about keeping Tua Tagovailoa upright and maximizing their high-powered offense, investing in a player like Membu makes a lot of sense. So what makes him special? For one, his pass protection is already advanced. His technique is clean, and he's got the awareness to pick up stunts, blitzes, and counter moves. He's not the type of guy who gets caught off guard. He processes things quickly and adjusts on the fly. That's huge at the next level. Then there's his movement. Watch his film, and you'll see a lineman who gets out in space like a tight end. He reaches defenders in the second level with ease. He's got the lateral quickness to mirror edge rushers. And when he locks onto a defender, he finishes the job. He doesn't just block guys. He drives them into the ground. That's the kind of attitude you want in the trenches. But let's talk about the concerns. Membu's shorter frame means that longer defenders can get into his chest and control him if he doesn't strike first. His base can get a little inconsistent when drive blocking. And while he's got plenty of power, he's going to have to prove he can handle the sheer strength of NFL pass rushers who know how to convert speed to power. That said, the upside is undeniable. If you look at how Miami runs its offense, Membu's skill set is an ideal match. The Dolphins love to use wide zone concepts, moving their linemen laterally and getting them out in space to create angles for their speedy playmakers. Membu thrives in that type of system. His quickness, his ability to hit targets on the move, his balance, it all fits perfectly with what Miami wants to do. And let's talk about his athletic profile. This guy made Bruce Feldman's annual freaks list for a reason. At 320 pounds, he is just 18% body fat. He squats 600 pounds. He vertical jumps 32 inches. And his 10-yard split? 1.63 seconds. That's faster than some defensive backs. That level of athleticism is rare. And when you combine it with his technical ability and competitive edge, you get a player who could develop into a high-level starter sooner rather than later.